We will begin with the final accounts of non-profit organization, or you call it as associations not for profit. Associations not for profit. Now, what is the difference between profit-oriented associations and non-profit organizations? Rendering which one? Services. Rendering which one? Services. They are not for profit. They are not here to make the profit. So the final accounts will include, income statement. It is called as trading profit and loss account. In case of which one? Profit-oriented organization. In case of non-profit organization, it is called as what? Income and expenditure account. Okay, that is the first major difference. Of course, capital, of course, we term it as which one? Capital belongs to so and so. In case of NPO, it is called as capital fund. It is called as which one? Capital fund. The financial result is known as which one? Profit or loss. This is called as surplus or deficit. Okay. These are the major differences. Okay. And what is going to be their incomes? And what is going to be the expenses? This we have to discuss separately, then we have to go ahead with that. For a non-profit for a profit-oriented organization, what is the main thing? We prepare which account? A trading P&L account. For NPO, we prepare which one? Income and expenditure account. Financial result is called as profit or loss. There it is known as which one? Surplus or deficit. Capital, of course, is called as capital, but in case of NPO, we use the word which one? Capital fund. Of course, balance sheet is used, prepared as usual. Now, incomes is going to be recognized on what basis? Accrual basis. Here also accrual basis. Okay. Expenses also are going to be recognized on what basis? Accrual basis. There's no difference here. Both incomes and expenses we have to recognize on what basis? Accrual basis. There is no difference between final accounts and which one? NPO. For example, we learned in the final accounts chapter, rent, add outstanding at the end, minus what? Outstanding at the beginning. That and all is same. There is no difference. Okay, please note this, then we will proceed. If you look at all the non-profit organization, they will maintain which accounts? Receipts and payments account. This is nothing but a cash book. This is nothing but what? A cash book. Of course, it will have a debit side. You will have opening balance. Okay. Then it will have all the receipts. All receipts. It will have both capital receipts as well as what? Revenue receipts. Then it will have all the payments. It will have both capital expenditures as well as what? Capital expenditure and which expenditure? Revenue expense will be there. That is called as payments. Then you will have closing balance. So receipts and payments account is nothing but which one? A cash book. A cash book maintained by what? A non-profit organization. It will contain all the capital receipts and all which revenue receipts. Okay, and all capital expenditures and which expenditures? Revenue expenditure. The question is, where to take the revenue? Where to take the revenue? Where to take the revenue items and capital items? Pay attention. Revenue receipts are going to be recorded in which account? income and expenditure account. Because revenue means nominal accounts. That will be recorded in which account? Income and expenditure account. Revenue expenses also are going to be recorded in which account? Income and expenditure account. What about capital receipts? That will be taken to balance sheet. Likewise, capital expenditure also will be shown as what? Asset in balance sheet. It will be shown as asset in what? Balance sheet. Receipts and payment account is like a cash book. It is like which one? A cash book. It shows all types of receipts and all types of payments made by the society or the trust or the club. Okay. Revenue items are taken to which account? Income and expenditure account. That is, incomes and expenses are recognized. Capital items are recorded in which one? Balance sheet. So we have to learn about what is capital, what is revenue next. So please note, receipts and payments account is more like which account? Cash book. Please note this, then we will continue. This cash book is maintained by what? All non-profit organization as part of bookkeeping. Done? Now, let me to come to the receipt side. Receipt side, what are the receipts which a non-profit organization will have? First one is donation. First one is which one? Donation. Now, my question is, will you take it to income and expenditure account or balance sheet? Donations, where will you record it? Income and expenditure na income side la record பண்ணுவோம். Balance sheet na it will be added to what? Capital fund. Where you will record it? General donations. General donations, it will be recorded in which account? Income and expenditure account. Like building fund, endowment fund, it will be recorded in which one? It will be added to capital fund. It will be added to capital fund in which one? Balance sheet. Listen, one more thing. Legacies. What do you mean by legacies? Properties transferred by will. Will எழுதி transfer பண்ணுவோம். Member is transferring a property by will. That is called as what? Legacy, which is a non-recurring item. So it will be added to which one? Balance sheet in the capital fund. So suppose in the exam question they tell you general donation, you will take it as which one? Income and expenditure account. Maybe it's better to put it as income. Specific donation, it will be added to what? Capital fund. Legacies, which are properties transferred by will, it will be also added to which one? Capital fund. Take up this, then we will proceed. So main income for a non-profit organization is which one? Donation, but all donations are not incomes. Specific donations will be adjusted or added in which fund? Capital fund. Shall we? Some NPOs call it as membership fees. Some NPOs call it as which one? Subscriptions. What to do it? Annual membership fees. Every year what you have to do? Annual membership or subscription, that will be taken as what? Income. What about life membership fees? Yes, it will be added to capital fund. It will be added to capital fund. What about entry fees? No, entrance fees. To join the club. It will be added to capital fund because it's a one-time receipt. It is a one-time receipt. What about entry fee for sports, or it can be for seminar or annual day and the money? It will be taken as income. Okay, so annual membership or subscription will be taken as income. Life membership fees is a one-time receipt for a lifetime benefit that will be added to capital fund. Entrance fees is generally taken as capital fund. Entry fee, see what is the difference between entrance fees and entry fee? For example, our golf club, you have to become a member. Okay, first you have to pay joining fees or entrance fees. How much you have to pay to join a golf club in Chennai? 5 crores. What is the entrance fees? 5 crore. That is a capital receipt. Annual membership, 10 lakhs. Every year you have to pay how much? 10 lakhs. That's why we don't take golf into our thing as a game. Okay. Then they also conduct annual events like golf competition they conduct every year. So you want to join that particular thing and play, and or you want to contest, yes, or you want to participate as an audience, yes, but you have to pay the fees for that. That is a recurring income. That is a recurring income for the club. Clear? So every year, whatever you pay for the annual sports or seminar or annual day or whatever for the club, that becomes what? Income. Entrance fees to join, joining fees, etc. becomes what? A capital receipt. Then other types of revenue receipts will be there. You will have rent of hall, sale of scrap. Then you will have income from investments. Please note it. Income from investments. Then annual day, seminar, symposium, sports day. All these are which one? Incomes. All these are incomes.
Sir, what is previous symposium?
Symposium is a kind of a workshop that is conducted for giving training to people, etc. To participate in that, you have to pay the fees and attend. Same like a seminar. So all these are revenue receipts. Other capital receipts, which may be in the form of loan taken, or it can be sale of investment, sale of assets, equipments. All these things will be adjusted in balance sheet. So general donation is an income. Specific donations are taken as what? Capital fund. The legacies are taken as capital fund. Every year, annual subscription is an income and expenditure account item. Life membership fees or entrance fees is a capital fund item. Just to enter a seminar hall or for annual day or sports, etc., that is an income. Rent of hall, income from investments, etc., is an income. If you take a loan, that will be taken as a liability. If you sell the investment, it will be adjusted in balance sheet. Sale of assets also will be adjusted in what? Balance sheet. So which side we closed? Which side we closed? Receipt side we closed. Capital item you take it to which one? Balance sheet. Revenue items you take it as income. Revenue items you take it as income. So far which side we have closed? Receipt side we have closed. Then coming to the payment side. Can you give me some examples of capital expenditures? Purchase of equipment, investment, books, furniture, sports equipment. Okay, equipment, all these things are which one? Recorded as which one? Asset in the balance sheet. Then operating expenses. Example of operating expenses: salary, rent, miscellaneous expenses, depreciation, loss on sale of asset. It is taken as which one? Expenses. That's all. Take it. Payment side is simple. When you find any purchase of asset or equipment or furniture, you take it as which one? Asset side item. When you find operating expenses like rent, salary, etc., it will be taken as which one? Expenses. Now, this is about preparation of which account? Income and expenditure account. Please split revenue items and revenue items, take it to income and expenditure account. Capital items you adjust in which one? Balance sheet. Now, can you tell me the difference between receipts and payments account and income and expenditure account? Yeah, receipts and payment account is more like a cash book. This is more like which one? A profit and loss account. Don't worry, I'll share this Excel working also in the group. Both capital as well as what? Revenue. Capital and revenue items are recorded, but in case of income and expenditure account, we consider only what? Revenue. This is about nature. I will share this working. Number 3. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? We want to get the closing balance. Here we want to get which one? Surplus or deficit. Then, whether non-cash items, not recorded. Example of non-cash items: depreciation, loss on sale. Are they recorded or not recorded? Not recorded, but they are recorded. Which items are recorded? Non-cash items are also recorded in which account? Income and expenditure account. Then, what is the basis of preparation? Cash basis. Or you can call it as receipts and payment basis. Receipts and payment basis. Income and expenditure account is prepared on accrual basis. These are the major differences between which account? Receipts and payments account and which one? Income and expenditure account. Simply to tell you, this is more like a cash book. The other one is more like which account? A P&L account. Okay. So this is about differences. Of course, now in online examination, they cannot test this theory, but they can ask you some content based on this. For example, income and expenditure account records accrual basis, revenue items only, then capital items also, none of these. Which option you will take? Income and expenditure account records on what basis? Accrual basis. Accrual basis. And of course, if they give you a revenue item, capital item, you have to be careful in choosing the answer and ticking up. Okay. Now, what kind of MCQs possible from this? What kind of MCQs are possible from this? Okay. The first type of MCQs, subscriptions. Subscriptions, pay attention. There are different types I can give you. One is don't copy it, wait. Subscription accrued they will give you. Now tell me which one is an asset, which one is a liability? Outstanding or accrued? Isn't this is receivable? Anything receivable is an asset. Okay, don't decide based on the name. Now outstanding on the liability in போடக்கூடாது. Okay, so is it expense outstanding or income outstanding? Income receivable is an asset. Anything received in advance. Anything received in advance is a liability. Anything received in advance is a liability. Here, this is one of the most important question. Especially, they will tell you classify. Okay, which one is an asset? Which one is a liability? Like that. Which one is an asset? Yeah. Outstanding or accrued or receivable. Okay, anything received in advance is a liability. Okay, then based on subscription, they can ask you numerical questions. Okay, take up this question along with me. We are going to solve. Short one question will be there. This is one model. Please copy it, then we'll proceed. The question will be calculate the income to be recognized in income and expenditure account. Calculate the income to be recognized in which account? Income and expenditure account. How to do it? Simple. We will take subscription received. Add, which one you will add? Outstanding or accrued at the end of the year. Why? Because it belongs to which year? Current year. Less outstanding, the same like any other thing, or accrued at the beginning. Why? Because it belongs to which year? Previous year. Add advance at the beginning of the period. Advance at the beginning of the period less advance at what? End of the period. You will get income to be recorded in which account? Income and expenditure account. Income for the year. How much you will get? Income for the year you will get. Tell me, what is the subscription receipt? 7 lakh? 95,000. What is accrued at the end? Outstanding at the end? 7,000. Minus outstanding at the beginning? 6,000. Add which one? Advance at the beginning minus advance at the end. It will give us income for the year. What is income for the year? 7 lakh 95,000. Sir, அதே amount தான் வந்திருக்குன்னா என்ன பண்றது? Accidentally the same answer. Okay. This model question, short one question is there. Here we did forward working. What is a forward working? We are given which one? Received. We are asked to go forward and find out which one? Income. Take up this. Note that as example 1. Example 2, we'll work out next. You understand? Subscription received, add outstanding at the end. Same like final accounts. Minus outstanding at the beginning, add advance at the beginning, minus advance at the end will give us what? Subscription income. Example 2. Can anybody tell me what is the income? Very good. 500 members each have to pay what? 200 means income accrued for the year is how much? 1 lakh. Because we are going to prepare the receipts and income and expenditure account on what basis? Accrual basis. This is income you will record in which account? Income and expenditure account. Same working we will take and we just do the reverse working. What is income? 1 lakh. Accrued at the end you will add when the forward working, minus outstanding at the beginning you will do. Then a forward working la பண்ணுவோம். Reverse working என்ன பண்ணுங்க? Everything reverse. In the reverse working what to do? 1 lakh forward போனா minus 400, reverse lana plus 400, minus 200, plus 2000, minus 1000. Tell me. 1 lakh? This is a subscription received. Just a reverse working we do. 1 lakh plus 400 minus 200 plus 2000 minus 1000 will give us 1 lakh 1200. That is a subscription received. Either example 1 model or example 2 model they can ask you. Once again I repeat, what is income for the year? How many members? 500 into 200 how much? 1 lakh. That is the income. Okay, we are given all the other information. We just go reverse and find out what is the subscription received. Shall we? Sometimes they can ask you like this. What do they ask you as a question mark? Subscription outstanding at the end of the year. Sometimes they can ask you as a question mark. We take it as 2 lakh 1000. Shall we? I'm just bringing the other one down. For convenience in working, this is what is missing, right? Outstanding are accrued at the beginning missing, end missing. What is received given to us in the problem? 2,01,500 given. This is given to us. Income is also known to us. 200 members, 2,000 members into 100, 2 lakhs. 2,000 members, each paying what? 100, that is the income. Accrual basis 2 lakhs. Minus outstanding at the beginning, we know how much? Minus 3,500. Add advance at the beginning, we know how much? 1,000. Advance at the end, we know 2,000. This is what we asked. How to do it? Simple. Up to this you work out. Up to this you work out. How much you get? 1,97,000 we get. Plus what will give you 2 lakhs? Up to this we get how much? 1,97,000. Balance how much? 3,000. This is the outstanding amount at the end of the year. Very simple, I just brought it down to just work out as a balancing figure. இந்த மாதிரி இதுல எது வேணாலும் கேட்கலாம் பேலன்ஸா outstanding at the beginning கேட்கலாம் advance at the beginning or advance at the end they can ask it. Okay, just prepare the statement. The balancing for will be taken as which one? The amount outstanding or whatever is asked for. புரிஞ்சுதா? Doubt clear? We are given all the other details, only this item is missing. Shall I give you one more problem of this? In the 4 examples that we are going to see today, we have already seen how many examples? First example, what was given to us? Received is given to us. We are asked to find out which one? Income. Second example, what is given to us? Income is given to us. Income is given to us. We are asked to find out which one? Received. Third one, we are given both received as well as income. We are given both received as well as what? Income. We are asked to find out which one? Subscription outstanding at the end. They are asking you. Next example is also based on the same principle. Take up this. Example 4. Now, what do they ask you to find out? Subscription advance in the end, they ask you to find out. Try பண்ணுங்க. Same format, you just fill up, get the balance. Try to find out. This advance at the end is what is asked for. We know income 1,200 into 200 how much? We know what is received. What is received? What is outstanding at the end? 4,000 minus outstanding at the beginning, 1,000. Advance at the beginning you have to add 800. Up to this, get the total. 2,45,800 minus what will give us 2,40,000. 2,45,800 minus what will give you this amount? 5,800. That is balancing. Like this, they can ask you questions. Based on which one? Subscription. In this, for example, one is for sure. Shall we? Pay attention. Sports goods versus sports equipments. Now tell me which one is capital, which one is revenue.
Equipment is capital.
If you purchase a table tennis table or a billiard board, that will become what? Long-term asset, that will become what? Asset. That becomes a capital expenditure. Sports goods, revenue, but remember, will you take purchase as expense? Will you take purchase as expenses? We purchased sports goods. Will you purchase them as expense? Or will you take purchase as expense? No. Start. Please note. Sports equipment is a capital expenditure. Sports goods is a revenue expenditure. But purchase will not be taken as expenditure. Okay, start. Please note. Only consumption will be treated as which expenditure? Revenue expenditure. What will be treated as revenue expenditure? Only consumption will be taken as revenue expenditure. What is consumption? Opening stock plus purchases minus what? Closing stock. Only this part will be taken as which expenditure? Revenue expenditure. This is a problem. We are given what? Sports goods which balance? Opening balance and which balance? Closing balance. Creditors we are given opening balance and which balance? Closing balance. Payment made to creditors is given. They are asking you to find out purchases and what? Income and expenditure account. How much to be debited like that? So first let us prepare creditors account. Start. Creditors account will have which balance? By balance brought down how much? 12,000. To balance carried down. What is the closing balance? What is the journal entry for payment to creditors? What is the journal entry for payment to creditors? Creditors accounted out to cash or bank. What is the amount paid to them? 84,000. When you tally this, you will get by purchases as a balancing figure. Tally pannu. 84,000 plus 7,000 minus 12,000. This we get as a balancing. Wait pannu. What will be taken to income and expenditure account? Consumption will be taken to what? Income and expenditure account. How to find out consumption? Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. What is opening stock? 3,000 plus purchases how much? 79,000 minus closing stock how much? No, closing stock 4,000. How much net amount you get? 70? Opening stock 3,000 plus purchases 79,000 minus closing stock 4,000 and over the 78,000. So this they can test it in the exam in MCQ. Take it up. Do you understand? We prepared which account? Creditors account to find out which one? Purchases. Consumption will be debited to income and expenditure. Consumption is what is going to be debited to which account? Income and expenditure account. Please remember, this is applicable for, please note, this concept is applicable for consumable stores, medicines, sports goods. Once again, I repeat, payment made to creditors, how much is given? 84,000. We prepare creditors account. By balance brought on the 12,000. To balance carried down, how much is there? 7,000. What is the payment made to creditors journal entry? Creditors accounted out to cash or bank. How much is paid? 84,000 is paid. So total of 84,000 plus 7,000 minus 12,000 will give us what? 79,000. That is the purchase of sports goods. Consumption will be opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Yes, opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock, 78,000. The same concept will be used for which one? Consumable stores, medicines, sports goods, etc. In some exam problem, they use the word sports goods. In some exam problem, they give you what? Medicines and the money. So prepare creditors account to find out purchases. Purchase is not the expense. What is expense? Consumption is the expense. Consumption is the expense. Take up this. Shall we proceed? Wait one. Some organizations, they do a profit business, they earn money, they apply for charitable cause. They do run business, they earn money out of the business, that business money will be applied for charitable cause. Have you seen any organization like that? Trust will run a business. Trust will run a business. They will earn money, they will apply for a charitable cause. Have you come across any such organizations? Have you heard about Unlakshmi Hotels? Egmore, Unlakshmi Hotels, which is there in Chettinad building. Unlakshmi Hotels restaurant, maybe you can Google today and find, it is run by a trust. It is run by a trust. But it is a A-class hotel, which they charge like for a buffet, they charge about 1,500 rupees. Okay. If you look at the workers are not paid workers. All workers are volunteers. They are doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, professionals. Or they are serving the food. They are serving the food. Only cook is paid cook, or the people who are preparing the food are paid. Other things are what? I mean, majority of the food is being served by professionals. Then they sell for 1,500 rupees. Where they apply it? Simple. They earn profit from restaurant business. They apply it for war affected people in Sri Lanka. People are affected by war and they don't have houses, etc. and all. These people earn huge money, of course. From Chennai and Coimbatore, it is there. Okay, they apply for the welfare of people who are affected by what? War in Sri Lanka. They build houses, they provide necessary, supply basic necessaries, they provide food, etc. Maybe we are of course we know electric lights. Our electrical lights are LED lights. There is one brand called as Anson brand, ANSON brand, that is coming from Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, that business is run by a trust. Okay, they are manufacturing LED bulbs, LED equipments, Anson brand. Okay, they sell it to the public and raise or get profit. The profit is used for the people who are affected by terrorism and war in Jammu and Kashmir. So a trust can do a charitable activity and apply that for the welfare of the people. So that is running a business. That is running what? A business. Simple. When you find such activity, find activity, okay, for fun purpose, they would have given an exam, bar trading. Bar trading. Or they will have a restaurant trading. They will ask you to prepare which account? Bar trading account or which account? Restaurant trading account. Simple, prepare a trading account for that and the profit will be transferred to income and expenditure account. You will record opening stock, purchases, expenses, sales, closing stock, you will record profit from bar, profit from restaurant will be transferred to which account? Income and expenditure account. Okay, sir, how bar trading can happen in a non-profit organization? Have you visited our TNCA cricket ground? Chepak Stadium? Ulla poirkingla? Okay, pavilion there is a lift that is directing to 6th floor. 6th floor lo podinga, you will have a first class restaurant which will have a sea view as well as a bar. Okay, where members can take as well as what? Non-members can take. They make a huge profit every day. Okay, otherwise how to maintain the ground? நம்ம ஏதாவது ஸ்ட்ரைக் பண்ணிடுறோம், ஏதாவது பண்ணி இயர்லி 2-3 கிரிக்கெட் மேட்ச் தான் நடக்குது இல்லையா? With that 2-3 cricket matches, how it is possible to run or maintain the ground? கூட்டுறப்பெருக்கே பத்தாது இல்லையா? So how they maintain? Simple, they run a restaurant, they run a bar. Okay, from that they get some income that is applied for the maintenance of the ground kind of a thing. TNCA is a profit making association or NPO? NPO, non-profit organization. Okay, so simple, start. Bar trading or restaurant trading? Bar trading or restaurant trading? Prepare trading account for that special activity and transfer profit to income and expenditure account. Okay, they can ask you, or they can give a data like this. They can ask you to prepare a bar trading account. So wherever you find Credita's information, first what you have to do? Prepare which account? Credita's account. Let us start. Credita's account. What is the opening balance of creditors? 10,000. What is the closing balance of creditors? 12,000. What is the payment made to creditors? As a balancing for you will get what? Purchases. Then prepare bar trading account. To opening stock. What is opening stock? 40,000. To purchases. To purchases, how much? The balancing for we got 91,000. To wages at bar. What is the wages at bar? 45,000. By sales. What is the sales at bar? 2,40,000. By closing stock. What is the closing stock? 50,000. The balancing for will be transferred to which account? Income and expenditure account. The profit from bar will be transferred to income and expenditure account. Take it up. Based on this, two questions can be tested. One is find out purchases, another one is what is the bar profit. Or sometimes they will ask you profit from bar will be transferred to which activity? Income and expenditure account. Profit from bar or restaurant or whatever, it will be transferred to what? Income and expenditure account. In T-Nagar itself, okay, you can find Andhra Club. Okay, where you can find a restaurant, where you can you can find a bar, etc. The profit that is earned is applied for non-profit organization purpose. So what and all we have learned so far? How to recognize which one? Various incomes and expenses we learned. Based on the question can be tested. Receipts and payments account and what? Income and expenditure account based questions can be tested. Creditors preparation and consumption, finding out consumption can be tested. Then which one? Preparation of special trading account. It can be bar trading or which one? Restaurant trading, and finding out some balances like profit etc. can be tested. Then there can be generic questions which is not related to NPO. Shall I? Of course, this will be tested as part of NPO, but not related to NPO directly. It's a very famous question again. They've given opening and closing balance of which one? Equipment and which one? Books. They've given depreciation on books and equipment. They ask you to find out which one? Purchase of books and equipment. They ask you to find out. The calculator le podalam. Okay. ரொம்ப simple. What is opening balance? Equipment பாருங்க. 50,000. Depreciation எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 7,500. 50,000 minus 7,500 போடுங்க. 50,000 minus 7,500. 42,500 should be the closing balance. But what is the closing balance given? Difference will be taken as purchases. What is the equipment opening balance? 50,000. What is the depreciation on equipment? 7,500. What should have been the balance? 42,500. But what is the actual balance given? 60,000. So, difference. What is the difference? 17,500 is purchases. Same way for books. 40,000 minus 3,000. How much should have been the balance? 40,000 minus 3,000 எவ்வளவு இருந்திருக்கணும்? 37,000. But what is actual balance? 45,000. Now the balancing for will be purchases. You can prepare ledger account also, nothing wrong in it. As a balancing for which we get what? $17,500 and hello. Now let me to ask you some questions based on what we learned so far. Depreciation is recorded in income and expenditure account, true or false? Depreciation is recorded in income and expenditure account, true or false? True. Depreciation is recorded in receipts and payments account. Profit on sale of asset is recorded in receipts and payments account. Profit on sale of asset. False. Sale of asset will be recorded, but profit or loss will come only in which account? Income and expenditure account. Okay. Then, outstanding expenses are recorded in receipts and payments account. Outstanding expenses are recorded in receipts and payments account. False. Only paid will come in which account? Receipts and payments account. Okay. Receipts and payments account is prepared on accrual basis. Receipts and payments account is prepared on accrual basis. False. False. In general, entrance fees is a dash receipt. Capital receipt or revenue receipt? Entrance fees. Capital receipt. Entry fee, revenue receipt. Okay. Purchase of sports goods versus consumption. What should be taken as expense? Consumption only should be taken as what? Expense. Okay. Specific donations are, pay attention. Income, asset, liability, added to capital fund. Which one is correct option? Added to capital fund. It is not an asset, it is not a liability. It will be added to which one? Capital fund. Liability means third party liabilities payable to outsiders only. It is not an income. It is not an income also. Okay. Now come back to your textbook. Which page number? Now, at home, what I request you to try is, illustration 1. At home, please try to work out which one? Illustration 1. Which page number? 218. illustration 1, please try it. Then illustration 2 also, please try it. Okay, they would have given arrears. Arrears means receivable. Advance means received in advance. They received, they have given. Okay, so all those information is given. So they ask you to find out the balance. Okay, which one? Illustration number 2. Then illustration number 3. Illustration number 3 also. Okay, like this is what we have done. Received, add outstanding at the end, minus outstanding at the beginning. In advance, minus advance at the end of the year, we will get what? Income. This also you try. Illustration number 3 also you can try. Illustration number 4 also you can try. Subscription unpaid means outstanding. Okay. Then illustration 5. All these you must try. Then illustration 6 also you can try. This one you can directly do it. They ask you to prepare which account? Receipts and payments account. Inge plus minus போடலாம். Opening balance of cash in hand is given, cash at bank is given. You will do plus or minus? Plus. Subscription you will do? Plus. Donation received? Plus. Furniture purchased? Minus. General expenses? Minus. Postage? Minus. Lock stationery? Minus. Locker rent received? Plus. Other expenses? Minus. So this plus minus pota, closing balance at bank, balancing for our. Okay, or you can prepare an account format also. Illustration number 6. Okay. Illustration number 7, you can try it at home. Income minus expenses you have to do. Simple. Take all the incomes minus all expenses, you will get what? Surplus. After this you can work out. All others are irrelevant. They cannot test for MCQ. Which question is irrelevant? 8 onwards don't see. Illustration 8 onwards you just don't see. Okay, whatever illustration. The illustration 8 you need not see. The podlama exercise number 1. Plus minus model work out பண்ணலாமே. Start textbook le start பண்ணுங்க. Cash in hand plus cash at bank plus subscription received. Exercise number 1. Then subscription received plus donation collected also plus salary paid minus rent paid minus tournament expenses minus purchase of investment minus interest receipt will be plus sundry expenses minus electricity charges minus cash in hand விட்டுடுங்க. இது வரைக்கும் work out பண்ணி சொல்லுங்களேன். Ignore the cash in hand, we will see. Up to that electricity charges, work out and tell me. Up to electricity charges, work out and tell me. Clear. Adi more me. Opening cash at bank also you tired. Cash in hand also you tired. Subscription receipt you tired. Donation collected you tired. Check பண்ணுங்க. எவ்வளவு வந்துச்சு? $57,000 எப்படி வந்துச்சு?
Balance in 29,700.
29,700. அதுல cash balance எவ்வளவு? Cash balance எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? How much you have given cash balance? 700 na bank balance will be balance 29,000. Okay, check it once again, plus minus போட்டு பாருங்க, check it once again please. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள், 5 amount add பண்ணனும், 5 amount minus பண்ணனும், அவ்வளவுதான். Don't take cash balance, the last item alone don't take it, others you work out and tell me. இதை விட்டுடுங்க, மத்ததெல்லாம் மட்டும் ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. Don't look at this answer, total கேட்கலாங்க. Question இது கேட்டானா, what is the bank balance, like that they may ask you. 35,000 அதுல cash balance எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்கோம், which means balance will be bank balance. 35,400 is a balancing figure. In that 700 is which balance? Cash balance. Balance will be bank balance. What is the balance? 34,700 is the bank balance. Our answer கொடுத்தது total of receipts account. The plus item add பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா you will get 57,400. Answer they will expect will be what? What is the closing? Bank balance. Out of 35,400, cash balance is 700, means bank balance is how much? 34,700. Look at this question number 2. Read question number 2. From the following which account? சத்தியமா 1 mark இது கேட்க முடியாது, இவ்வளவு பெரிய question. But still, ஒரு examiner ஒரு sadist செட் பண்ணா simple எப்படி 1 minute solve பண்ணுதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம். Okay. Following which account is given? Receipts and payments account is given. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெரிய ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்தா என்ன பண்ணா, ஆல்வேஸ் அட்ஜஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் பார்த்துடணும். அட்ஜஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் பாருங்க என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கான், entrance fees and donations ought to be capitalized, which means balance sheetல போயிடும். Sports material at the end of the period how much is given? 4,000. Sports equipment கொடுத்தா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க, opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock போடுவோம். Okay, now tell me or tick on the items which are incomes. Income சொல்லுங்க பாருங்க, அதுல entrance fees எடுத்துப்பீங்களா? No, strike out. Donation எடுத்துப்பீங்களா? No, donation கொடுத்து கிளியரா கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. எதுவுமே கொடுக்கலைன்னா இன்கம், பட் என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கான், donation ought to be capitalized சொன்னா எடுத்துக்க மாட்டோம். Then subscription will you take it as income? Yes, but no adjustment is given, you will take it as income. Then interest on bank deposit, will you take it as income? Yes. Sale of furniture, will you take it as income? No. Sale of old newspaper? Yes. Proceeds from entertainment? Yes. Sundry receipts, we will take it as income. So incomes are 6865, 1900, 465, 865, 125. Then expense என்னென்ன expense வரும்? Books expense books is an asset. Printing and stationery you will take it as expense. அப்புறம் newspapers you will take it as what? Expense. Sports material இருக்கு இல்லையா, அதுல பாருங்களேன், sports material value at the end of the year how much is given? 4,000, which means out of 5,000, 4,000 is not consumed. So how much you will take? 1,000 only you will take it as expense. Repairs is an expense, investment is an asset, furniture is an asset, salary is an expense, bank balance is not an expense. So eliminate all these things. 465 minus பண்ணு, newspapers minus பண்ணு, 1000 minus பண்ணுங்க, 650 minus பண்ணுங்க, 1500 minus பண்ணுங்க. Sports material alone let me explain. எவ்வளவு purchase பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 5,000. At the end of the year எவ்வளவு consume பண்ணாம இருக்கு? That is closing stock 4,000. அப்ப what is consumed? Or you can apply the formula, opening stock plus கிடையாது, plus purchases 5,000 minus closing stock 4,000 give you what? 1,000. போட்டு பாருங்களேன், எல்லோல மார்க் பண்ண ஐட்டம்ஸ் மட்டும் 6865, 1900, 465, 865, 125 minus all the payment side items. What is the answer? 5495. So the lengthy problem analysis. No need to prepare account. Account put time waste pandrikona. Just we can solve it in what? 2 or 3 minutes of time. But sure, this will not be tested for 2 marks. And problem the path only number lengthy feel pannu. And that's why always in a lengthy problem you have to read the adjustments and solve. Inge padikama solve panna donation enna through. Without reading, if you solve, what will happen? Donation we will take it as income. But here they clearly tell you donation to be taken as which receipt? Capital receipt. So don't take it as income. Entrance fees also capital receipt. Okay. Sale of furniture is a capital receipt. Okay. Then books purchased is a capital expenditure. Investment is a capital expenditure. Furniture is a capital expenditure. We take revenue receipts minus revenue payments. We take it as what? Income. Are you getting the same book answer? What is the book answer? 5495. So both conceptual knowledge is required as well as speed and accuracy. Both are required for exam. This is question number 2. Question number 3 எல்லாம் பார்க்கவே வேணாம். இவ்வளவு பெருசெல்லாம் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. பட் கேட்டாலும் போடலாம். ட்ரை பண்ணலாமா? We'll try. Go through that. Always read adjustments. Outstanding salary என்ன பண்ணணும்? Okay, we will take a screenshot. Listen to it. Okay, subscriptions பாருங்க. With respect to subscription, what adjustment is given? With respect to subscription, what adjustment is given? Subscription receivable for the எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்கோம்? 3000. So out of 18,000 add 3,000 for the year minus 1,000 for the last year. 18,000 plus 3,000 minus 1,000. Why are we adding 3,000? That is income for the current year. Why are we eliminating 1,000? Income of the last year. So 18,000 plus 3,000 minus 1,000 total over 20,000. So don't take 18,000, take what? 20,000. Legacies, capital receipt. Life membership fees, capital receipt. Sale of ticket, revenue, income. Locker rent, income. Entrance fees, capital receipt. Entrance fees is which one? Capital receipt. Interest accrued on investment should be added here. So 200 plus what? 200 how much you will take? So add up all these things. 20,000, 500, 1,500 and this 400. Then income more. Payment side la salary outstanding கொடுத்திருக்கோம். அப்போ 1,400 plus what? 600 how much you will take? 2,000 you will take. This is expense. Appuram the 600 you will add and take. Then repairs you will take how much? 600. Purchase of equipment we will see. Furniture and all we will see. Then honorarium paid. Appuram office expenses. Okay. Look at equipment. What is the opening balance? What is the equipment opening balance? 1,000. We purchased it for 2,000. அப்ப எவ்வளவு இருந்திருக்கணும்? 3,000 should be there. But closing balance எவ்வளவு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? 500 only is given. Balance 2,500 is depreciation. Not sale. If it is a sale, they would have given in the receipt side. If it is a sale of equipment, they would have given in which side? Receipt side. This also you minus it. Okay, which is not relevant for us. So whatever I highlighted in yellow, reduce it. Debit side, you find 20,000 plus 500 plus 1,500 plus 400. On the credit side, minus 2,000 minus 600 minus 500, sorry 5,000 minus 1,200 minus depreciation 2,500. ஆன்சர் வந்துச்சா? வரலைனாலும் நம்மளுக்கு வர ஆன்சர் தான் கரெக்ட் ஆன்சர். Because we have not done any mistake. Subscription how much? 20,000. Legacy life membership fees எடுத்துக்கூடாது. Sale of ticket is an income. Locker rent is an income. Entrance fees you should not take. Interest on investments plus accrued 400 எடுத்துக்கணும். Salary plus accrued 2,000. Repairs 600. Honorarium 500. Office expenses 1,200. Depreciation 2,500. What is the answer we are getting? 11,100. What is the answer they have given? அவன் என்ன தப்பு பண்ணிருக்கான்னா உங்க டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ல தப்பு பண்ணிருக்காங்க. என்ன தப்புனா இந்த இது entrance fees இருக்கு இல்லையா, they would have taken as income. Entrance fees அவங்க income எடுத்திருப்பாங்க. Okay, but can you take it as income? Entrance fees is always which receipt? Capital receipt unless specified in the problem. அந்த மாதிரி எதுவுமே சொல்லி take entrance fees as income னு சொல்லவே இல்லை. That's a mistake in solution given by the study material. What is the answer for this? 11,100. So even if they ask you a very lengthy problem, we can solve it in what, 2 or 3 minutes of time. So are you clear in non-profit organization to an extent now? Maybe we will see some of the multiple choice question, not to reduce the confidence, to increase our confidence in the matter. What is the first one? Endowment fund receipts are generally capital receipt. Which one is not prepared by non-profit organization? Not prepared, P&L account. Then legacies are generally capitalized. Any donation received for a specific purpose is a capital receipt. The receipts and payments account is more like a cash book. Cash book is a real account. Cash account is a real account. Then capital of non-profit organization is known as which fund? Capital fund. Sometimes it is known as accumulated fund also. It is known as which fund? Accumulated fund. சில textbook like capital fund ங்கிற word யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. Some textbook they use the word what? Accumulated fund. What is the next one? 1,500 outstanding at the beginning of the year. 10,000 receipt for the year. 2,500 is outstanding at the end of the year. So how much you will charge in receipts and payments account? Look at the question. உடனே calculate எடுத்து போடாதீங்க. என்ன கேட்டிருக்கான்? How much is received? What is the question? To be taken to receipts and payments account or income and expenditure account? Receipts and payments account we will take what? 10,000. What will be recorded in receipts and payments account? What is receipt? What is the receipt? 10,000. 10,000. Sometimes question paper will be easy. Now we'll make it as tough. 10,000 or 2,500 add panni minus 1,500 put 11,000 answer put. Suppose if the question was income and expenditure account, then 10,000 plus 2,500 minus 1,500 is okay. Next, a revenue expense for which a separate fund is available will be adjusted to that particular fund. If you are having a separate fund against which some expenses are incurred, that will be adjusted in what? That separate fund. Sale of old material will be shown in the credit side of sale of scrap income. Sale of scrap is an income and expenditure account. The information for preparation of cash receipts and payment account is taken from cash book and balance sheet. Cash book and which one? Balance sheet. Any donation received for a specific purpose is a capital receipt. Already we saw this. Then receipts and payments account shows the following details. Subscription arrears 500, current 10,500, advance 800. There are 1,200 members paying a subscription of what? 10 rupees. The amount to be credited to income and expenditure account will be, உடனே calculate எடுத்து try பண்ணாதீங்க. In income and expenditure account, what will come? Income will come. What is income? 1,200 into 10. 1,200 into 10, 12,000. Income will be recorded on what basis? accrual basis. Any surplus arising from a special fund will be recorded in what? Special fund in the balance sheet. Repeated question. Oh, sorry, it's not repeated one. Income and expenditure account shows a subscription of how much? 10,000. Outstanding at the beginning, outstanding at the end. They ask you to find out what? Subscription received. We can do a small working for this. Pay attention. We'll normally take subscription received, add outstanding at the end, less outstanding at the beginning, we'll get income and expenditure account balance. What is income and expenditure account balance given? 10,000. What is outstanding at the end given? Mind, what is outstanding at the beginning? 1,000. Huh? So when you go reverse, everything reverse. 10,000 plus 1,000 minus 1,500. 9,500 is the answer. Here, forward combo, the received, add outstanding at the end, minus outstanding at the beginning. We are given income and expenditure account, so do reverse. Reverse combo, the plus 10,000 minus 1,500, we will get how much? 9,500. Oh, answer option is there or not? Yes, 9,500. Which of the following is shown in income and expenditure account? Items of capital nature, items received, only revenue items pertaining to the period of accounts. Answer is C. That is what is accrual basis. That is what is which basis? Accrual basis. Try to work out all the other things. Okay. Try to work out all the other things. Okay. If you are thorough in all these things, what we have done in the class, plus multiple choice questions, and which one? Fill in the blanks and match the following. Which one is over? Non-profit organization is over. Sir, you are quickly covering all these things. Sir, is it sufficient for examination point of view? More than sufficient for examination point of view. We should have a required knowledge for exam. Having more knowledge is waste. Having no knowledge is useless. Okay. So I request you to have a conceptual knowledge. Okay. We started with which word in non-profit organization? Difference between a profit organization and which one? NPO we started with. How to prepare which account? Receipts and payments account we have seen. Then which one is income? Which one is capital? Which one is revenue? We discussed thoroughly. Then in payment side, what you will find all those things we had seen. Difference between receipts and payments account and which account? Income and expenditure account we had seen. Then we had seen different examples with the numerical calculations. From NPO, you will get another 5 marks. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not exaggerating or whatever. Today we completed 50% of your syllabus. You can check it also. What is study note 1? Accounting basics. What is study note 2? This is for 50% of mark. What is study note 3? Preparation of final accounts. What is study note 4? Fundamentals of which one? Cost accounting. So study note 3 and 4 occupies for how many marks? 50% of mark. So whatever we have done with this knowledge, when you go for exam hall, you will be able to get minimum 20, maximum 25 marks you can score in the exam. Okay. So of course, the next class is going to be based on study note 1 and which one? Study note 2. Let me stop the recording.